Good morning, everybody. This is 3333 Lightworker coming to you today to bring you the tarot reading for the 8th through the 14th of February. Now, take heed, okay? The path is clear if you pay attention to your spiritual guides. So, let's begin. Oh, by the way, I'm using the Mystic Shaman Oracle cards today. And this card is the Council. At this time, your spiritual guides or luminous beings, if you prefer, want each and every human on earth to adjust themselves to the guide of that is surrounding you at this time. It could be 2 to 3 guides. They're usually your guardian angels, but you can say spiritual guide if you prefer. They are giving you gentle nudges at this time, like little signals, to keep certain toxic people out of your life. And you know who they are, but you allow them to come in every now and then, and it stirs up nothing but drama. And you need better at this time in life. You want people who like the same things that you do, that are involved in the same kind of activities, and they lift you up instead of want to tear you down. Those other toxic people are just envious and jealous of the things that you've got going on. Now, they can do that for themselves, but they're too lazy, so you need to be around people who inspire and lift you up at this time. So also, this card is asking you to not get involved in their stuff. Let them figure it out for themselves. You've already healed from that, and you are moving forward in life. So, as you do, though, please meditate every day, and 5-10 minutes, whatever it takes for each and every one of you. But you can talk to your angels through just saying, my guardian angels, I need your help. This is what's going on. Or you can meditate. And through prayer, you can do daily prayer if you choose. But try to talk to your spiritual guides, please. The more you do, the more that they are going to be guiding you in the right direction. And remember, in 2026, you are going to do some good deeds, because with every good deed that you do for somebody else, you get it back when karma comes around, and when you need something very, very hush-hush, or you need something in a hurry, karma will pay that, and you'll be able to get the things that you need, okay? That's just a reminder from your spirit angels. If I can pick this up. Now, this next card here, let's see if you got that. It's the staff. Now, that's the symbol of authority. You are creating the right tempo in your life right now. The middle road, the middle path. You're balancing your career, your family life, your friend life, and school possibly, all at once. And the staff reminds us that your authority is what's most important. And also the staff is letting you know that you have a deep longing for humanity, and you want to help in some way. You just don't know how or how to go about it, but just ask spirit, use your angels, your spiritual guides, and ask them, how can I give back to humanity? How can I change my community? How can I change this person or that? Help them, and you'd be surprised about all the answers that you get. You just have to learn to pay attention to the hints and guides that your spirit guides show you. Now, the next one is the coyote. God, isn't that intense? I love that. I love that picture. He's the trickster in this card. He's trying to deter you and put up roadblocks so you don't move forward. Now, what is that? That's that drama friend, or somebody in charge or over your head that thinks that they can manipulate you. So don't let them, okay? Know what they are doing. Be alert for that. Be stoic, but don't be confused, okay? Keep your eyes on the open road that is ahead. Somebody is trying to move you from moving on, because probably it's an ex-boss, a family member who wants, who's trying to bleed you from all of your funds and your checking account because they're too lazy to fix their own problems, things like that. But don't, be aware of this trickster that might be coming in and asking for favors and things like that. Don't do it this week. They have to learn to take care of their own problems, and you have to take care of your own, which you've been doing quite spectacularly, at this time. And the year is just beginning, so you don't want to be burdened down by other people's stuff, and especially if they're asking for money. You've just gotten your checking account balanced, so don't fall for that. Our next card here is the rainbow. Now the rainbow is asking you to bridge between the physical and the spiritual worlds. This is an affirmation card that is all is well right now. Your relationship with the divine is strong. If you, like I say, if you talk to your angels or do prayers, it's strong right now. So be happy about that. And all that you've gone through recently is now over. And that positive time is coming about. We just got through a full moon at the beginning of February, and that was on the 1st, but it can kind of trip over to the 2nd of February. So in the days that lead ahead, you're in that limbo thing. It's like the energy in the last few days have been really strange. I don't know if you've, paid attention, but I felt it. I'm like, what is going on? It's like deadening silence, nothing's happening. And then all of a sudden today, things are trying to get back to normal. Windows has just, sent out their latest upgrade. I had my computer going through that this morning, and I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. But just know that all events are now going to move forward and things are calming down. Thank goodness for that, right? Now, hold on a second. Now, this next card is the Earth Keeper. You got that? So you can see the card in that. I'm trying to get it so the sun from the window doesn't put glares on it. This is, each and every one of us is responsible for creating our own world and the people that you allow in it. So hold on to your dreams close to your heart and don't share them mostly with other people that are envious of you and that are just asking you questions so they can steal your ideas from you and make it their own when they're not even creative or meditate or anything. They just want to ruin everybody's life but you know better. Okay, so the Earth Keeper, don't stutter. The Earth Keeper is asking Mother Earth, and you will ask Mother Earth also to cleanse the water, create healthy foods for everybody in the world, and shelter all of the animals and creatures on this earth. We are all responsible as human beings to make sure that every little living creature has a place to live without fear. Just like human beings, we are all responsible to make the earth and make the world a better place to live for everybody. And competition and, power struggles, that just don't work anymore. If you've seen what's in the news and stuff like that, I'm not going to get into it, but I'm like, oh my God, people need to calm down. But just know that you can be responsible for within your community to, if you see trash on the street, just pick it up and throw it in the nearest trash can. Or, ask everybody how they're doing. It really surprises people that someone is so nice to ask what they are doing and are they feeling okay. Now, the hunter is somebody who searches for food. He tracks animals and the steps that others have gone before them and selects which is best for him. And this card is showing us to only rely on your own skills at this time to get you where you want to be, because like I said in the other card, people if they find out what you're up to, or if they find out which direction you're going to go, they're going to try to stop it. It's just their nature, because they don't want you to move forward in life. They don't want you to be successful. Jealous people. So you must keep those things to yourself at this time, and just don't have your own internal compass at this time, and know the direction you want to go. You might need some help, but they might be in a couple cities over, the next town over, or so you have to investigate. You have to see what's being offered in other towns, other cities, and see if that might be the place that you need to go. But don't tell anybody at this time. Make preparations, but don't tell anybody. Okay. This is an interesting week if you haven't seen the cards. I mean, this is telling me that you are preparing something for something great. So, okay, the next card is the giveaway. Let me see if I can do, yeah, there you go, the giveaway. It's what gift are you offering the world and your life? I've already made my 10 list of things that I'm grateful for. I do this every month, and I look at it every day just so I feel better about stuff. And self-love is also important. So other people can be so scary. They are judgmental. They want to tear you down, and I am one of those people. I think there's enough for everybody. We all have our gifts, and we all have our talents. We should share them. But be careful on who you share them with, of course. You don't want people to copy your work, or to, try to tear you down and say you're not good at this, or you're this, that, and the other. I just like shaking out, oh, okay, if you think so. And I can still go back and do the same thing I want to do. I don't let anybody stop me. I do not let anybody stop me. I move forward. I'm a forward-moving woman, and I am proud of it. So I try to tell everybody, just to be fluid as you can, and be careful of the responses that maybe somebody will send emails this week. Be careful of your response. So, just think about it before you respond, because you don't want them to use that response and against you. So just be careful, or don't even respond. Just delete their email. You don't have to respond to every email anyway. So, just remember this, okay? You are perfect just the way you are, and nobody has the right to say otherwise. And our last card for this week is the Vision Quest. There we go, Vision Quest. This is forward movement. Okay, let me do that. This is forward movement card. Face your fears. Nobody is perfect in this world, which, as I said on the other cards, but we all have potential. So life now is offering you new opportunities to look at. Spirit has been trying to contact you several times. So if you do a little self-love, like take a little nap or prayer or anything like that, ask them, what are you trying to show me? I always say this in my prayers. Show me, angels, show me my next move, show me where I need to go, things like that. And you will be surprised at the answers that you get. I do, at least. I don't know about y'all. A new life and opportunity is arriving in the next couple of weeks. So I think this is the perfect card to end this week's tarot reading. I love y'all, and thank you for your subscriptions and your likes. It really does help me. It makes me feel like what I'm doing is improving. I'm trying to improve a lot of things on this. So this year you'll be seeing a lot of little changes, a little at a time. I always do that, But I'm hoping that y'all have a good week, and that if you like this, you will subscribe and like. And if you need a personal reading, all the information is in the description box below. So until next time, be at peace. This is 3333 Lightworker.